I'm Betty Allen Langley. One of my favorites on PBS is The Lawrence Welk Show. Watching it with my grandmother and my mother years and years ago as I was growing up, it was just a favorite. I was just fascinated at the dancers and the singers and Lawrence Welk. I mean, he was just amazing. So I love going back to my childhood and watching The Lawrence Welk Show just like I did years and years ago. It's so important in order to keep these shows on the air with WLJT, West Tennessee PBS. Please donate west10pbs.org or wljt.org. Please give.
She's been a star on Broadway in New York City, but now her stage is Main Street, Savannah, Tennessee. Hello, I'm Peter Noel. Straight ahead on this edition of Tennessee is Talking, we're chatting with Ashley Kate Adams, the brand new executive director of Main Street, Savannah. And we're about to find out how her entertainment expertise will be impacting Main Street, Savannah. So let's get this conversation started.
We are rolling. Confirm record. Can we get a mic check? Check, check. Stand by camera 2. Take 2. Stand by announcer in 3, 2.
West Tennessee PBS presents Tennessee is Talking. Let the conversation begin.
Thank you for joining us for this Tennessee is Talking. I'm your host, Peter Noel. She made her Broadway debut in New York City at the age of 23. She's acted on the Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt and Royal Pains TV shows, but she has a brand new stage today. It's Main Street, Savannah, Tennessee. Please welcome the new executive director of Main Street, Savannah, Ashley Kate Adams. Welcome
Hi, Peter.
to Channel 11
Thank
and the
you.
Jackson Media Center.
Thank
and
you.
wow. So you Broadway
Yes.
to Savannah, which
Who
is
would
a
have
great
thunk it?
city,
It's beautiful, truly
but
beautiful.
that's a big career switch. And
It
you've
is.
you've been Broadway, TV shows. You've been teaching at Lambeth,
Yes, sir.
University of Memphis Lambeth.
Yes.
You're a producer.
Yes.
You're a best-selling author.
That too, I guess. Yes.
Yes, you've written book.
Yes.
There's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
And you're an original, you were in New York City for 14 years.
I was.
From
Yes.
Louisville, Kentucky, I read.
Yes.
But now Savannah, what brought you to Savannah, Tennessee?
Yes. So I originally started my young part of my adult career in New York City doing Broadway television and film. During the pandemic, I did a bit of a switch and I started a record label, and also while simultaneously writing my first book. And that record label and that love of wanting to preserve music history brought me to West Tennessee. I got to spend a few years here in Jackson teaching at the incredible University of Memphis Lambeth, music and entertainment. And because of that, I got to actually meet a special family who is special to the station. And I actually met a gentleman by the name of Wayne Geralds and his family. And
We know Wayne.
Yes, you know Wayne. And his grandson, exactly 2 years to the day. And we met. We fell in love, and so I moved to Savannah, and I'm very blessed to be the brand new executive director of
And
Savannah
you're
Main Street.
getting married, and probably by the time this airs, you will be a new bride.
That is right. That is right.
Wow. And new house.
Yes, sir. So
Right on the Tennessee River?
that's right. He also
Savannah.
built us a home right there on the Tennessee River in Savannah. It's
Well, you picked a good one.
It's incredible.
It's not like,
Yeah.
hey, we're moving into a 2-bedroom.
That's right.
This is a brand new house.
It's
on the Tennessee
incredible.
River.
Right on the Tennessee River. And there's so much to explore in Savannah. And right on the other side of our beautiful, beautiful city is Shiloh. So it's just such a beautiful, quaint city with also just such deep, rich historic roots,
So
ties.
10 years ago, had you ever heard of Savannah, Tennessee?
Never. Honestly, I hadn't even heard of Savannah, Tennessee. If you would have asked me 2 years and 3 days ago, I had never heard of it.
What were your first impressions of Savannah, Tennessee?
Truly, I love reading books and love watching films, sometimes Hallmark movies. And the first time I saw Main Street, I fell in love. And when you're there and you've had so much experience up in the Northeast, born and raised in Kentucky, did undergrad in Cincinnati. I've spent a lot of time in different towns of different sizes, but it is genuinely the most quaint Main Street I've ever seen. And I was like, is this real? Is this authentic? Are the people behind this in the city?
Or is this like a movie stayed prop?
Absolutely. And it's real, and it's warm, and it's authentic. And I feel so lucky that everything that I have done has led me to this moment.
I mean, and that's on a regular day. And when you go Christmas on Main at Savannah,
it's unbelievable.
Which has been written up in like Southern Living.
Yes.
Yes. It's really makes that Hallmark movie to the next level.
It's quintessential, Christmas. It's 3 weekends, if you can believe it, of December. And to put that on at that level, you have horse and carriage rides down Main Street. You have a trolley that takes you to see Santa Claus and the beautiful Christmas tree. And then one of our biggest new surprises, the carousel in Tennessee Street Park. I mean, it's like, how can you beat this beautiful free, event put on for your family almost all month during the holidays?
So you've sang, danced on Broadway.
I have done that, yes.
And lived in New York City for
Yes.
18 years, 12, 14?
14. Mm-hmm.
And you've starred in TV shows, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Royal Pains.
Yeah.
What is that? What was that experience like? And what is that what skill sets is bringing to Main Street Savannah now?
I love that question. So the experience specifically for me of being on television, it kind of felt intense because I was so used to the theater. And in the theater, we thrive through rehearsal and production, right? And then you get a few chances to do that final performance and you're like, ah, and then it's done, right? TV and film, it was so interesting to me to have to be prepped in a different way. But to get to literally work on set, even observing someone like Tina Fey. And then I shot, I think, my episode of Royal Pains with Sean Penn's brother, Matthew Penn, at the helm directing, who's an amazing television director. I learned so much just from watching them run their crews, working with each other. They were directing, working with the producer, vice versa. So what's exciting about the Savannah Main Street job is it's kind of representative of the degree I just finished, my master's degree.
You just finished up.
Oh, at the same time.
Our research team, me. I saw photos on Facebook of you at the graduation ceremonies.
Yes.
What did you get your degree in?
So liberal arts, that is what I'm focusing in. And then my area of focus, a Master of Arts in Liberal Studies.
Okay.
And then I focused on creativity. And what was incredible about that degree is it kind of taught me that inside passion, right? I started the first part of my performance life, is what they call in musical theater land, like a hoofer, right? Like a singer and an actress and a dancer on Broadway. But there was always something like deeper at the helm that was calling me to arts and humanities and performance. And it was the social sciences piece. Why people do what they do, why artists do what they do, what is their, work ethic, how do they like to work, what times of the day, what makes them more successful, or, just different things, and how it came back to how the arts affected the quality of life and community. And so now with this job at Savannah Main Street, I get to utilize and oversee our events and arts every single day, but it is all tracing back to the health and the wellness of the community. And that is what is so, I think, exciting about the opportunity to step into this position.
I think I first heard you speak with Dr. Tubbs at Rotary here in Jackson.
Oh, that's right, yes.
And, what were you doing there at the University of Memphis Lambeth?
So at the University of Memphis Lambeth, I was the second assistant professor in music and entertainment. So I taught our music history courses, our music business courses. I also directed our big show, which is called Ensemble, and I taught all of the voice lessons for the entire program.
What can we expect? Any changes happening on Main Street, Savannah? Because now that you're there?
Well, we're definitely going to see a bit more, I think, energy kind of reinfused to those incredible annual events that we're known for. Obviously, the Wayne Gerald's Bluegrass Festival, which I can't believe, I think we're going into year 48 or 49. And then
many of them have been on Channel 11.
Yeah.
Many
yes.
of them.
Yes.
You hear stories about, oh, we were there.
It's incredible. It has.
You've been doing
such-
it
Oh,
for so long.
are you ready for this? On my first week in the new job, I went into the Tennessee River Museum as I was saying hello to the chamber and such. And I look up and there's a timeline on the museum wall. Grandpa Wayne has been putting on that festival since before Hardin County had an actual organized fire department. And when you think about that, you're like, that is an impact. That is an impact. And then one of our other events that's geared towards, I would say, a bit of the younger demographic is the River Fest, where we bring in incredible artists. We shut down all of Main Street, and it's just this big, fun concert.
So the Wayne Gerald's Bluegrass Festival,
Yes.
that is held in July, I believe.
So we
June?
originally held it, yes, in the summer. You're right.
Okay.
And starting this year, we're actually moving it to the fall.
Okay.
Because we felt it would be just more friendly for everyone and easier with the
And
weather.
cooler.
And cooler.
Cooler.
And yes.
And so in the River Festival, when is that?
So now that will go to the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is that with the Catfish Derby?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So-
Because if you go down Main Street to City
Yes.
Hall, there's like a statue of a catfish.
Correct. So the Catfish Derby, as you're talking about, we're apparently, the catfish capital of the world. So you've got the Catfish Derby where people come in to weigh their fish, and then you also have the pageant, if you will. But because of the
Pageant, like
there's
Miss Catfish?
yes,
Is that
but
okay?
but because of this. Those two things are going to be moved and paired with the Bluegrass Festival now. So
Okay.
we're going to have Little Miss Bluegrass now instead of like Catfish Derby Queen.
Okay. And like you had mentioned earlier before we started taping that you have a board meeting you're getting ready for. Is there a Main Street board?
There is. So everything that I kind of plan around, I call them kind of like my anchor initiatives. They're challenged to me by the head of Main Street for the whole state of Tennessee. And knowing my background and my interests, I'm going to use arts and culture and family-friendly events to be what I mainly focus on. And so once a month, I meet with my incredible board, which are local educators, business owners, and we discuss those ideas. And it's kind of like a big thumbs up or, like, oh, let's talk about this a bit more. So yes, we meet once a month.
And then I know Beth at the tourism.
She's incredible.
For the county of Hardin County
Yes.
tourism, and I've known her since I've lived in West Tennessee. How do you interface with them, the Hardin County
Yes.
tourism
So
folks?
we work very closely, tight knit. She is actually on my Main Street board, and I think she's also extended an invitation for me to join their version of the Arts Council in Savannah. So we see each other all the time.
And then there's a Hardin County Chamber.
There is.
So you must interface with them.
That's right.
Okay.
Same thing. We have seats on each other's boards, and we collaborate. There is a bit of a difference between the chamber and, say, Main Street. I'd say we're a little more like community driven for the actual like people, not necessarily only the business owners. It's kind of, okay, how can we up that foot traffic for the community and enrich the community so that they get out to create that foot traffic, to shop, to purchase things, to get that kind of commerce going, downtown. The Chamber of Commerce is usually geared more towards that specific business owner, and we try to really focus on that geofence of Main Street as well.
And Main Street has changed. I mean, you have the market
Oh my gosh.
pavilion now.
Incredible venue.
They used to have the Bluegrass Festival on the
Yes.
river front, and then it moved to this
That's right.
beautiful where they have the farmers market.
That's right. Every Saturday morning, we now have the farmers market from April to October. And it's incredible. We have 60 vendors every morning. And I checked the data because you're able to do that now. We've got about 1,000 people every, Saturday, early morning and afternoon. So it's
And
wonderful.
when does it start? What time in the morning?
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
And it'll
it
go
goes
to 2 p.m.
every Saturday.
every Saturday until October.
Do you have to go to every single one?
Not every single one.
But a lot of them.
A fair amount, yes. And then we've got Food Truck Fridays that happen the first Friday of
At
every...
the same location?
Same location. And another thing that I...
What's your favorite food truck?
Oh my gosh. I love Megan Smith.
What
She
do they
owns
make?
4B Concessions. And they have this big truck trailer called The Meltdown that does like specialty ice creams, specialty sodas, drinks, but then they also own I think it's called The Fabulous Philly. So it's like she does everything from sandwiches to wraps. She owns multiple food trucks. So we love working with her consistently.
We're taping the show right before lunch, so now I'm getting
I know,
even
now
more
you're getting hungry. Yeah.
And so that happens Fridays.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And what's great is with my background, I'm infusing more music. And then the other thing that I'm on fire and I'm so excited for is bringing back to life the historic Savannah Theater, the 200-seat old vaudeville house that used to show
Tell us
films.
about that.
It's unbelievable.
Because Christmas on Main,
Yep.
they're showing Christmas movies
That's
there.
right.
Is it coming back to, and we have actually, Channel 11 has shot special programs there.
Okay, you're going to be blown away by this. I've been doing a lot of studying on the theater through the Hardin County Library. The Savannah Theater was the smallest theater in the United States in the early 30s that Western Electric came to put a sound system in. And what this means is when film went to talking pictures, so talkies, it was the first theater in the region, in the state, to be able to show massive films like Beasts of a Nation and All Quiet on the Western Front. So the same major motion pictures that were showing in Los Angeles and New York City were also showing in Savannah, Tennessee in the early 1930s. And that is a fun fact that it's inspiring me. So I'm literally creating an entire new film initiative.
How do you think that theater is still standing when so hundreds of theaters like it were torn down?
Well, one of the things is there was a community theater troupe that is still active today. It's been active now for 36 years. We actually just met yesterday, and it's called the Dreamweavers. And they definitely have put so much heart into that space. But the other piece of it is the city has kept its lights on, for all of these years. Does the city own it? The city owns it, which means I now get to oversee programming for it. And when I was in my, big interview and I just expressed my heart and my hopes and dreams for that space, they're like, well, if you get this position, it can be your playground. And I just, with my background, it's like, what more could you want? It's pretty special.
Tell us about, you touched upon it.
Mm-hmm.
When I was at Christmas on the Main this past year, everyone was talking about the carousel.
Okay, carousel.
And they were talking about it like, hey, it's here. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It's so much fun. We don't know if it's just going to be here for the Christmas on Main or if it's year round.
Yes.
Give us, so it's now there all the time.
Here we go. Here's the scoop. It is now there year-round in our Tennessee Street Park, which is at the very back of the geofence. And that is where, Christmas on Main is also lit up. And we now own the beautiful, used to be Presbyterian church, vintage church that's right across the gates. So you can come in, you can take a ride. It will be functioning also during the summer in addition to Christmas on Main. So we want everybody to feel welcome. And it's like when you're doing, walking, the paths, or you're using the splash pad or playing on the playground, we want everybody to be able to ride that amazing carousel.
It's a historic carousel that actually works.
Yes.
And when do you know the hours of it, when it will be in operation, or is that all still being worked out?
That is all still being worked out, but it will be open this summer.
And I think the best place to find information about what's happening on Main Street is your Facebook page. Is that correct?
That is correct. We keep it very up to date. We update it every single day, and we make sure to pin our monthly events right at the top. Also on our Instagram, so you can never miss anything special happening.
Tell us, what is the biggest thing most people don't know about Main Street, Savannah, Tennessee, that are watching? Because many people are watching and they maybe went there 20 years ago, they've maybe driven through, but they haven't been there in a couple of decades.
Right.
What do you want to tell them?
I want them to know that we really focus on family-friendly programming at all times. And if you're even coming through, say, for a weekend trip, you're going to have 2 or 3 events that are free and open to the community and to the general public. And so that's not necessarily common, even in larger cities. So it's like if you made a day trip, say you're going to come down on a Friday night or a Saturday morning, you can go to the farmer's market. You can go, walk the theater. You can hit a coffee shop. You can grab some dinner. You can go shopping. Then you can go to see a concert, and it might even be free. So there's a lot to do. There's so much infrastructure and there's so much programming now, and I hope to continue to ramp that up even for such a small town.
My favorite hand lotion I ever discovered came from Main Street, Savannah. It's called Black Honey. I don't want to give any names of the businesses, but I found it on, think you know which one. And if I'm ever looking for a gift,
okay,
there are so many
gorgeous little gift shops,
and they're all right there.
Yep. And la-di-da, what's so exciting about Christmas on Main for the past 2 years, I've done my Christmas shopping there because you can literally go shopping with your cocoa, go see Santa, hop on the trolley, and they will have your presents wrapped for you by the end of the evening. I mean, what more could you want?
I think my taste buds remember mini donuts. At Christmas. I mean, if you've not been, please grab,
Yes.
go with your friends, go with your family.
Yeah.
It's truly so much fun.
Yes.
So the first big event that you're working on is what?
Well, I would say a mix of implementing the film program. I've been working very closely already with the Tennessee Entertainment Commission to get all of our city-owned properties uploaded for locations. Because Tennessee now, we are the top 5 filming state in the United States, which is
So
really
you're
fun.
going to upload all the information. So if
yes.
you're a filmmaker looking for a certain location,
Or a Main Street, come on down.
yours will populate. That's exciting.
Right. And then we're also going to start kind of like a fostering program for filmmaking and just kind of like helping, hopefully, say the high school programs, people coming from Hardin County High, and just people that we know from city, young teenagers that are volunteering, young people. I've trained young and upcoming producers. I kind of know how to do that system and boot camp, and also taking local filmmakers here, cinematographers, people that I know could be, an AC or an AD, and kind of train them to be ready. So it's like if I have friends from Louisville, Los Angeles, New York coming to film, I'm like, I can help you crew up too and get some people some new opportunities.
Is there a big calling for filming locations in Tennessee?
I mean, I would say so because of the historical presence. And now that Nashville 911 has taken off, and I didn't realize this.
What's that? For our viewers who don't know, what's Nashville 911?
It's a big procedural television show, I think on ABC. And so it's created a lot of, consistent jobs.
And they're just shooting that in...
That's in Nashville. So that's like an hour, 50 minutes from Savannah. But then I also didn't realize this before that meeting with the Tennessee Commission. Knoxville is also like the heart of Warner Brothers now Discovery. So all of the History Channel and stuff is shooting out of there. So it's like, even I think about my friends that are part of the Taylor Sheridan, right? Yellowstone Universe down in Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas. I'm like, you need to shoot some battle scenes? Come to my literal front yard overlooking the Tennessee River. Like, let's get it going, so.
Well, our production crew was recently in Saltillo for the Tennessee River Rendezvous.
Oh, yes!
Yeah,
yes.
That was my first time going, but that
Yes.
was incredible. It's like this farm on the river, and it's like 6,000, 8,000 people, and they're doing Civil War reenactments.
That's right.
They did World War II reenactments.
That's right.
They even had a victory parlor where they were doing makeovers of girls and women to look like World War II.
That is
Marathon.
so cool.
Yeah, it was fun. It was an incredible event.
There's such a historical component to all of these little places, especially right there.
How does that weave in? You mentioned about the history of the theater.
Oh, yeah.
But the history of Hardin County,
That's
the history
right.
of Savannah is, you have the Cherry Street Mansion right there.
Correct. So that's where Ulysses S. Grant held the Union, soldiers, if you will, and he had his home base there during the Battle of Shiloh during the Civil War. And you can literally get to that Shiloh National Military Park literally 10 minutes after crossing that bridge that leads you right into Savannah. So
And not a lot of main streets have a museum.
No, it's an incredible museum.
It's the Tennessee River Museum.
That's
correct?
right. And because of that, Laura there, she's amazing. She just created its own walking tour because we have all of the wonderful, ships that dock every Saturday morning now.
And those are the river cruises.
That's right, the river cruises.
So if you take one of those river cruises that are ever, they do a lot of sponsorships.
That's right.
On PBS programming. They go up and down the Mississippi River.
It's incredible.
And then they go to the Tennessee River too, and they stop off in Savannah.
Yeah, and there's just so many different relics. You've got everything from old Union, uniforms from the Civil War to fragments of bullets to arrowheads. And it's right there, right on the Trail of Tears. So overseeing, the Tennessee River as Indians were moved out, and relocated, basically.
Give us an update on the hotel they were building on the river. And I think it was Hampton Inn, maybe. But then it burned. There was a fire.
There was a fire. Uh-huh.
Are they rebuilding? What's going on? What's the latest?
I'm proud to share it is opening right now, just in time for the wedding guests to arrive.
Oh, wow.
So it is open. It is actually a Sleep Inn and Suites.
Okay, Sleep Inn and
and
Suites.
It has
right on the Tennessee River.
Right on the Tennessee River. It has an incredible
next
manager.
to the Wayne Gerald's Park.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Mm-hmm. And it's amazing. There's also a splash pad there, a beautiful pool with a swim-up bar, and it also has like a small convention center component, so it's going to be huge for
So if you've not been to Main Street, Savannah,
yes,
in a hot minute,
that's right,
you got to go.
Yes, you have to go. Please come join us.
And if you're planning the Bluegrass Festival in July, check. Things are changing.
That's right. Things are changing. Shaking it up. Join us in October.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank you.
Congratulations on your master's.
Thank you.
On the marriage.
Thank you.
The move, the new house, and the new job.
Thank you so much.
So I'm sure we'll be talking soon.
Would love that. Thank you, Peter.
But I want to also thank you, our viewers, for watching this program. And remember, you can share it, send it to a friend or family member, because all Channel 11 local programs are streaming on the free PBS app and WLJT's YouTube channel and our website, westtnpbs.org. And don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Again, this is Peter Knoll thanking you for watching, and remember to keep on talking, Tennessee.
Do you have a topic you'd like to see discussed on a future episode of Tennessee is Talking? Maybe you want to be a guest and have something to talk about. Send your ideas to tnistalking@westtnpbs.org. Include all your contact information and let the conversation continue.
Hi, I'm Angela Damaris, a board member of WLJT PBS, and I am very familiar with education. I have worked in it all my life in my career, and PBS is one of the most trusted by parents. And that wouldn't be the case if we didn't have quality programming. Shows like Sesame Street, shows like Arthur, these come into your home and you can relax and know that your children are going to be safe, they're going to get quality education, and they're going to enjoy it. I just really enjoy PBS, and I want you to enjoy it. I want you to continue enjoying it. We need your help. Go to WLJT.org or WestTennesseePBS.org.
Attention West Tennessee business owners. Are you looking to promote your business, products, and services to a unique and affluent audience? Then you should join other businesses who have already added WLJT Channel 11 to their marketing plans. For more information on marketing with WLJT, call 1-800-366-9558 or email us at the address on your screen. And if you're wondering about the effectiveness of marketing your business with WLJT, remember you learned about this opportunity by seeing this promo on WLJT Channel 11.